live. Here they come. Ready?
Hi, guys. Beautiful amaryllis. Let me get a little bit closer.
Well, there's 4 of us anyway.
Yeah, it's a good start.
Yeah. Maybe everybody's outside. It's so nice out there.
Not as hot as it has been, which is great.
A little windy up here.
Well, we have some.
Jane, I think you're in Folsom area, is that correct?
Yeah, I'm actually in Orangeville, but I'm right over the river from Folsom.
Ah, very good, very good.
I
Well,
really appreciate this. It really helps. I was not being able to play my bass. I was so out of practice, and I can sit here and make all kinds of mistakes or whatever I want to do.
we all make mistakes, and nobody can hear it.
No,
Only you and your ear.
believe me, I hear it.
Very good. Well, today is Sunday, May 3rd, 2020. And here we are. This is a Turlock Sunshine Strummer online social hour. And you know, I'm Betty. And this is Ron. And I like that he's got the our picture right behind us. This is our group, Jane.
Yeah.
And Joanne is a faithful comer, and John also, and one of our leaders. And so so far it's the 4 of us, which is just fine.
Cozy.
Cozy, very, very cozy.
Intimate.
Yeah, yes. And okay, the reason we're here is to talk a little bit, to have some fun, and everybody's welcome. There's no fixed agenda, as you know, and we encourage you to voice your ideas, news, opinions, concerns, advice, tips, songs, plain old chit chat. And the idea is to relieve any social isolation we may all be feeling during the stressful time of the pandemic.
Yeah, we're gonna leave everybody unmuted the whole time.
Yeah.
So just speak up.
Yeah, and kind of going along with that social isolation, I was talking with my daughter yesterday. Friday night, we went to the post office for the first time. It's the first time our car has been out of the garage in a month.
And it's
like
started right out.
It did. I was amazed. And, you know, I was telling Ron that we need to take it out on the highway and get some of the gas going through it, because
my dad would say, blow out the carbon. So he'd go out and take the car down the freeway, whatever that
exactly. We haven't done it yet, maybe later today, but it was like, and my daughter said, really, a month, Mom? I said, really? Because we've been having groceries delivered to us, and Costco delivered to us. It's like, we don't want, let's see, how did John, you put, I don't want to die of stupid.
Right. From stupid, yep. I'm going to die from stupid.
That was right on. So here we've been really isolated. Anyway, I hope you had fun last Thursday. I know we did.
Yeah,
I did.
There was a tremendous amount of talent on display, including
Sure.
John, who's here
John,
with us
yeah.
today, and Kathy's probably over there around the corner somewhere. And it's so good to see all of you guys here today. Joanne, I know you've been at every single Zoom meeting that I can recall, and I know John and Kathy have. Jane, I know you've been in an awful lot of them. I think you might have been at every single one of them. Is that true? Yeah.
Thank
So
you.
these are the regulars.
That's right. Well,
There you
thanks to
go.
Joanne. I wouldn't have known about it without Joanne.
Yeah.
We went to nursing school together, so we've been friends for 55 years.
Wow.
Did I say that long?
If I
A
could,
long time.
Betty's the hostess here today with
you
the
have a
mostest.
question. No.
But when you mentioned that you were both nurses or nursing school, I just have to ask this question. I'd really like your views on what's going on from a nurse's perspective. Anything, and any of your concerns or any words of hope and of good stories, or what are your concerns, or
Well,
any
initially
thoughts?
I kind of scoffed at the mask idea because we know that these are, they're not going to protect you from me, actually. But the value of them, now that we've gotten this going, is a reminder that everybody has to be aware that there is this disease out there, and you cannot stop washing your hands, and you cannot stop sheltering in place or keeping your 6-foot distance. And I think that for those of us just out in the public, those are the important things to know about wearing the mask. Is you just can't take chances even if you're wearing a mask. You with me on that, Jane?
Right. Yeah. I actually had an antibody test last Friday just because I could. I mean, these tests are not 100% accurate. But I was just talking to my GP about some other little thing. And I said at the end, I wasn't pressuring him or anything. I just said, if a test comes along that's reliable for antibodies, and you feel it's appropriate for me, I'd really like to get one of those tests. And he says, I'll call it in tomorrow to Quest. They have a really good test, Quest,
Labs.
The laboratories. And he called it in. I got the test the next day and the results the day after that, which were negative. I have not been exposed to it. And I was really surprised because how close we have like 50 people in a room at ukulele every Tuesday. And no, it's about 15% chance that it's false negative. But the interesting thing is, if it had been a false positive, I've read, if you get an antibody test and it's a false positive, it's a positive, what that means is you may have been exposed to the coronavirus 19, but you also may have been exposed to one of the other coronaviruses, and not that 19.
Yeah.
I think, Joanne, don't you think if you are exposed to any of the coronaviruses, if you've had any of them in the past, you probably have some kind of protection. But we don't know that. And when it comes right down to it, is they really don't know much.
Yeah, that's about it. But, the same precautions that we've been talking about and you guys have mentioned all along, they still should be in effect. But the mask is the reason I started wearing masks is because I think my neighbors have really bought into it, and I think they would tar and feather any of us that go out without masks. So we're
okay. Well.
Welcome to Connie, who's joined us.
And
we were all unmuted, Connie, so speak up at any time.
And we have two nurses. We were asking what their opinions were at this point, and so that was great. Well, I just had an interesting thing happen earlier today. My sister's in a nursing home in Illinois, and yesterday, it was yesterday morning, she told me that there was somebody in the nursing home that was sent away. They had only been there 2 days, and they found out that that person had it, and they sent her away, and they called my brother who's in Illinois. But my sister was telling me this yesterday morning. And then this morning she's telling me she doesn't feel real well. I'm going, okay. Let's see. About 4 days ago, you told me you weren't smelling real well. And that kind of raised my antenna. So I called and I talked to the head nurse, and I asked for a test. And she says she has no symptoms. She doesn't need to have a test. And I said, well, this morning she was telling me she wasn't feeling well and she hadn't been smelling well earlier in the week, and she had a blowout earlier today and she was real concerned about it. And no. I thought, okay, well, I tried. And then my sister got mad at me because the nurses came in saying, what's this all about? It's like, I'm doing this because I love you, give me a break. So
Everybody at every nursing home should be tested right now.
I thought so myself, but that's not what I got.
Yeah, let me interject a little bit. Betty was trying to be very assertive, but not obnoxious.
Yeah.
Didn't want in any way offend anybody or get anybody into a defensive posture. But frankly, this was the head nurse,
Yeah.
and she came on very, very negative, strong, and defensive.
Very.
Even though Betty kept trying almost to apologize, but saying, listen, there's a lot of anxiety here, both on her sister's part, her and Betty's part, the brother's part. How simple would it be to just give her a test and let's rule it out? So, but she doesn't have any tests. She doesn't qualify. We're not going to give her any tests unless a doctor orders it.
Well, call the doctor up and order it. That's what I did.
So Betty asked, well, who would be her doctor that would be in charge then? And this lady didn't know.
Just make sure she has a symptom when she calls.
Yeah.
A symptom, yeah.
I make one up.
Yeah, sure.
You do the background.
That's part of being assertive. If you can
think
get your brother or your sister, whoever is back there, to find out who her personal physician or private physician is, and call him and talk to him about it. Now, not everybody is getting a test, and I'm not sure what the parameters are if you don't have any symptoms.
She said she couldn't smell symptom.
Yeah, that was a couple days ago.
She had a symptom.
She said that I don't know if it was a CNA or a nurse came in and said, "Oh, what smells so nice?" And my sister said, "I don't smell anything." I heard her say it. I don't smell anything, and then she said, "Oh, they may have sprayed the other." There are two people to a room where she's at, and she said, "Oh, it's probably something that they had in one of the cupboards over there," and just kind of left it at that.
Do you think that sometimes maybe some of these people who are working and need those jobs are afraid to get tested because they might lose their job?
Oh,
That's a really good point, Jane.
Could be. Could be.
Yep. There was
That's going on quite a bit, probably. And I don't, you can't hardly blame them. They don't want to starve to death or they can't feed their kids. It's just a big mess.
Yeah. Yes.
Absolutely right.
And yet they're helpless. They're just, well, anyway, thank you for hearing me out, folks. That was very helpful, actually. Okay. Let's see. Does anyone know any other Turlock Sunshine Strummers who are not benefiting from our online meetings by any chance?
That we might be able to
that
call
maybe
or
we
contact
could
or give them help or assistance in trying to get them. I know an awful lot of folks are apprehensive about technology. That's very understandable because frankly, some of this is really complicated. But I'm more than willing to help out. So please refer any friends, anybody you know that needs the help and wants to join us. Give them my email address, and you should have it because all of you are receiving the emails that I've sent out. Is that correct? Jane, are you getting all the emails I send out?
Joanne's been forwarding it to me.
Okay.
Oh.
You want us to send it direct?
Jane, yeah. Do you want me to put you on the
Sure.
Sunshine Strummers email list?
I love it.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
What's your email?
Yeah.
It's all one word, Orange Vale Jane. ORANGEV like Victor, ALE JANE
All one word, okay.
at hotmail.com.
Is Orangevale a suburb of Sacramento?
Yeah, it's in the county, and it's right over the river, American River from Folsom.
Oh, okay.
But Orangevale's kind of spread out all over the place, but I am
On the
located-
Highway 50 side rather than the 80.
Yeah.
Okay. And Joanne, are you also from the Sacramento area?
No.
Well, originally, I'm from the San Francisco Bay Area, but we went to nursing school in San Francisco.
Ah, I see.
Okay.
And then I moved to Sacramento, so we've known each other a long time.
Okay.
Ah, very good.
Well, I will mention, getting back to the different people from our organization, Ron was able to figure out a way to see who is seeing our, was it the Zoom meeting?
Facebook Live.
Facebook Live.
Well, also the Zoom, you're right. Yeah.
And
Zoom.
he was able to see a list of names, and we're able to see that some people that we normally see, like Millie has been on, Alex has been on.
These were Facebook
Tony,
Live. Facebook Live, not
Tony
Zoom.
and Dana, and we haven't seen Balia for a while, and she's been on also. So it was neat to see, okay, you know, we are reaching those people that we haven't seen for a while, but not
What we call real time.
Yeah.
They're reviewing the archived videos.
which is good. That was
Or watching live right now. We're right now live on Facebook. There might be some folks out there watching and listening to us right now, but we wouldn't know that. Yeah, hello to them. Hi guys.
They can't interact, though, being on Facebook.
correct. Yeah.
And I don't know if any of you know that the Graphs, Jerry and Linda, they have been trying for the longest time since we began to figure this all out. And I've offered repeatedly to assist, and I even gave them my phone number, and they said, yeah, we'll get back to you. And we keep seeing videos,
Strange videos.
very unusual videos on
Joanne.
Facebook, in which they're clearly trying to get on to something. And I feel so bad because they're obviously trying and they're confused as to how to make it work. So, but I don't have their phone number, and they didn't give it to me, or I'd be happy to give them a call. And you know it.
And kind of going along with that, we get a report at the end of our get-togethers, and there were 41 different unique participants on Thursday.
On the Zoom.
On the Zoom. So if there's 41, and then there are others from just Facebook, and then who knows how many other people join us, you know, after the fact. So, you know, it's good. So yeah, but I kind of have a question for Jane. So your ukulele group where you're at still meets on a Tuesday? No?
We stopped meeting on the 10th of March.
Oh, okay. So you stopped also. Yeah.
Are you doing anything online, Jane?
No.
Okay.
In fact, do any of you know of any other ukulele groups that are meeting online? There are certainly, in fact, Betty will even make some
I'll talk about
announcements.
something.
Sandy Singh has done some really cool stuff.
Yeah.
But I'm not aware of any other ukulele groups that are doing online meetings.
Well,
Yeah.
the Manteca group.
Yeah, Connie?
Manteca group met with Carla, right?
Oh, that's right. What am
That's
I?
right.
Yes,
That's
yes.
right. Yeah.
Sunday, yeah,
Beatles,
last
yeah,
Sunday.
Yeah.
They did the Beatles
Yeah. Which is good. Okay.
thing. That was very cool.
I did speak with Sandy. Well, not speak. We text. We messaged each other last night, and she was telling me that she was on YouTube yesterday all day from like
Yeah.
until 7 o'clock at night. And there was something called Craig Chi and Sarah Maisel, who had a mini fest, and it was called Mini Fest 2. And it was, if you want to go to YouTube, I just did it just a little while ago, youtube.com. And it was on our Sunshine Strummers page, like maybe about the second or third one down, and it was through Sandy. And it's Craig Chi and SarahMaisel.com Minifest. And they had 18,012 views. I went, wow. and I was listening to it just a little bit, and they were getting people from Germany, as well as from California and all over. I was amazed.
These are mostly professional.
Oh yeah, there were lots
professional
of the biggies.
musicians.
Yeah, some that we've seen, and then others that I've heard of. And Sandy said it was really very educational. She says, I know how to hula now. Will you show us how? She goes, no. She said she had tried it out another time. There was a young person who did it. This time there was a senior did it, and she said she was so good. I thought, senior, yep, wiggle in the middle, right? Like one of our songs say. So anyway.
Is that the Aloha Week hula? Wiggle in the middle, it's
Yeah.
a lot of fun.
Yeah,
I think that's Aloha Week hula.
Good job, Ron.
Oh, no, I'm not going to teach you the hula. Oh, my. Okay.
Connie's laughing.
Well, that's one thing I think you have to do with this coronavirus. If you haven't felt stressed out, I don't know what planet you were born on, because any human being has got to be stressed by all of this tremendous, nonstop news. But it isn't just the news alone. It's the fact that we are truly confined in many ways and constrained in ways we've never have been before. And it just doesn't seem like it ever ends. If we could see the end in sight, I think it would help a great deal. And I think that's probably to the president's credit, and that's where I'm going to leave that, that he is trying to have us see an end to this thing. But anyway, I think we have to have some jokes thrown in here. Although, it's like jokes about death. Can you have jokes about death? But you can. If you can laugh a little bit, I think it helps relieve some of the stress.
So I did find some jokes. I went online, I looked for coronavirus jokes. I thought, is there such a thing? And I came across something called boredpanda.com. There were some others. There was one that was like,
whoops, hello.
Long one. Vulture. Don't go to the one that says vulture. I mean, that should have tipped me off. Vulture? Stay away from
Are
that.
you guys seeing this 50 Corona jokes?
Yes.
Yeah?
Okay. Okay, so I'll go.
We'll keep it to a minimum.
Yeah,
here.
and I would suggest going to it and kind of reading the text itself.
Yeah, just the name of the group is funny enough. It's called Bored Panda.
They're
Yeah,
great.
bored. It's like I'm really bored. Boredpanda.com. And they have all kinds of jokes, not just coronavirus.
I don't know
jokes.
where this is from. The other one was from
Okay.
Australia. But we'll go on to number 2. Somebody's laughing. Okay, go on to number 2, which was a prediction.
Like number one.
Yeah.
You like number 1? Okay. Prediction. There will be a minor baby boom in 9 months. Then one day in 2033, we shall witness the rise of the quarantines. They will be teenagers at that point.
Quarantines. That's
Yeah.
pretty kind of funny.
And
Where
then
else?
number 3, I like that one too. Every disaster movie starts with the government ignoring a scientist.
There you go.
I think about that poor doctor that died in China, trying to
Be the first to announce
warn everybody.
it. Anyway,
Okay,
that
and
was
then
so funny.
number 4 was a COVID game.
Is that one of those robots?
Yeah, iRobot.
What do they call it? A Roomba? Is that what it's called? A Roomba?
Or iRobot, yeah. That kind of thing.
That's kind of
Yeah.
funny.
And then number 5,
Uh-oh.
if you
Another toilet paper joke.
yeah, if you need 144 rolls of toilet paper for a 14-day quarantine, obviously even longer, you probably should have been seeing a doctor long before COVID-19.
There you go.
And then number 8, Where's Waldo? I hope most of you know about Where's Waldo. It's that little guy with the red and white beanie. And this is the coronavirus edition. And with Where's Waldo, my grandchildren have several of the books, and they love to go through and say, oh, he's right here. And there's a
Find
sea
it
of
every
people.
time.
Yeah, there's a sea of people everywhere, and then you have to pick them out. Like me, the first time I see it, I go, Is he there? Well, go down a little
Oh,
bit.
there's more to this.
Oh, yes, there he is, alone on the beach. Can you pick him out? Wait.
That's actually pretty good. I like that.
Right on.
Guys in a crowd.
Especially
Just
for
look-
California. Okay, go to the next one.
Nice.
Okay, and there he is. Can you find him? Yeah, there's only 2-3 cars there and a bus. And there's Waldo out in the middle of the street.
Is there any-
And yes, there is. And then where's Waldo? He's at the edge of the page, but you can still find him, even
Yeah.
though he's
That's not that hard.
no.
Okay,
That's
so
what-
some benefits to coronavirus.
Yeah.
All right.
And then number 9, I thought
Oh,
was
you had another one?
yeah. Okay, back up a little bit. Okay, when you work in a bank and 2 guys with masks come in, but they're just robbing the place.
Thank goodness.
Oh, thank God it's not coronavirus.
Only robbing the bank.
By the way, I haven't seen these before. I've seen them for the first
I
time.
was going.
They're pretty good, yeah.
And then number 10, this, I can identify with this very well. You know, your quarantine diary. Day number 1, I have stocked up on enough non-perishable food and supplies to last me for months, maybe years, so that I can remain in isolation for as long as it takes to see out this pandemic. Day 1, and 45 minutes after you've left the grocery store, I am in the supermarket again because I wanted a Twix. You know, you always forget one little thing. It's like,
The
oh,
thing
but I
to get
need
you
it.
by. Right.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. And then number 12, you know, we're used to seeing the Olympic rings all intertwined, but,
Oh,
but this is with
it didn't dawn on me.
social distancing.
That's funny.
That was good.
And then number 21,
That's perfect, because it has the world.
you know, there's a whole bunch of other things,
then
but
let's
some of them
call
were
it.
kind of raunchy or
But
funny.
we can skip the rest.
Okay, yeah, we're old folks. Okay, your COVID-19 test came back positive, the nurse says to the guy, and the guy says, that can't be correct. I have more than 300 rolls of toilet paper left. Now, if you were in California, you might need all those 300 rolls by the time we get to June.
Okay.
Okay,
Don't
and
let
then one more,
Yep.
number 23. This kind of goes along with Les Austin's Corona Blues.
Oh, yeah.
Corona Beer changes their name to avoid association with the coronavirus outbreak.
Yeah, right.
Decided to call it Ebola Extra.
Yeah, that's gonna go over big.
Just a little
Oh,
humor.
good grief. Okay. All right, so
That's
we got the
where we're
jokes
at.
done
Oh,
here.
one person.
Those are
You know, I never realized how much paper I wasted. Toilet paper, Kleenex, and napkins, and paper towels until this started. But I'm not wasting them anymore.
I understand.
This is maybe a little gross, but I have to admit that I'm very aware of how much toilet paper I'm using lately.
Right.
I never thought about
Oh,
it
the
before.
feathers are here. How do I let them in?
Oh, just
Okay.
you go up here.
Oh,
Wait a minute. Here.
oh,
Oh,
I
it's
was
gonna-
going to the wrong place.
Right. That's.
Hello, Jeannie.
Hey, Jeannie.
I hope, have you been waiting very long?
Hello, Jeannie.
Hey,
Hi.
Welcome, welcome. Have you been waiting very long?
I have been waiting.
Oh, sorry.
Sorry, we
That's
missed it. We're
okay.
having so much fun with jokes.
Yeah, I'll tell you a site to go to. Boardpanda.com has jokes, coronavirus jokes, and we kind of went through about 12 of them. And
By the way, bored is spelled B-O-R-E-D. Bored, like I'm bored to tears.
Yeah.
Bored Panda.
yeah, and that's a good place to just let off steam and laugh.
Yeah.
Get here. Chuck, are
Okay.
you?
All
right.
Sandy Singh has been posting a whole lot of really cool stuff. And I don't know if this is going to work or not, but I would like to try and share this with you.
Oh, yeah. This is,
I don't know if any of you have seen this on her Facebook posting. this is one person. Are you seeing all three of these guys?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, I've seen them.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and play this for you. And I don't know, frankly, if it's even gonna come across properly or not. We'll give it a try. Hopefully it will. If not, if it starts breaking up, I'll stop it. But this is just,
was cute.
it's absolutely
About
cute. as all
coronavirus.
get out. Here we go.
Bump that with
It's
this
called
because
Stay
it's-
Inside, Don't Go Out, but that's all one person here.
Stay inside, don't go out. You can scream or even shout. Just stay in the house and sing a song. Learn to cook, read a book, paint your toenails off the hook. I know that it's tough to stay inside.
Same person.
Pet the dog, pet the cat, get yourself a brand new hat. Stick a carrot in your ear, or swing it from the chandelier. Play online, download Zoom. All this crap won't end too soon. You can always write a silly song. Spend 12 hours on Instagram. Upload photos, but please don't spam. There are lots of ways to be amused. Put some underwear on your head. Watch the Flintstones 'cause we all love Fred. Dress up in your finest bling and binge watch all of Tiger King. Open the fridge and stare inside. Make sure that your hair is dyed. Shave your eyebrows and your head. Replace it with the hair your dog has shed. Stay inside, please don't go out. Dr. Fauci knows what it's all about. Someday this will pass and we'll be free. Someday this will pass and we'll be free.
Yay.
Speaking of hair,
Speaking of
I
hair,
don't get it talking hair.
I haven't been to the barber in 2 months.
it's been longer for me.
I know, you're laughing about that, right? But it really gets long everywhere I don't want it to be.
Well, Betty, you should cut it.
Yeah, just give them a cut.
Well, yeah, as a matter of fact, Jeannie,
Could you turn it down?
what's the matter?
Some music in the background.
Oh, sorry about that. Hold on a second. Sorry. Hold on. Sorry about that music. Okay, yeah, as a matter of fact, Jeannie, I did order a haircut kit,
Okay.
the clippers and all that stuff,
They're called
but they are
scissors.
in such tremendous demand that I ordered
Oh.
that 3 weeks ago on Amazon. And it's supposed to come next week, so it would be like 1 month waiting for those things. And that was the shortest delivery time I could find.
Yeah, it's getting longer and longer.
Yeah.
You may be able to wear a ponytail pretty soon, Ron.
Yeah.
There you go. I'm about there, let me tell you.
Yeah, my hair used to be real short, so I could swim. And the last, hi Chuck.
Yeah.
Welcome to the
Chuck's
club.
there
over
too,
here.
yeah.
You can wear a man bun.
Right, Brian is-
Yeah. My last haircut was in December.
Oh,
And-
no.
Oh, yeah.
So you imagine how much, woo!
But Betty refuses to let me cut her hair once that clipper comes.
I would too.
I had to cancel my hair appointment, but I cut my bangs. Now I have bangs before I did it.
Oh, let me tell you the trick that one time I took my grandkids into where my daughter takes them to get their hair done. And the lady that, I was amazed how fast she can cut little kids' hair. But anyway, what she did was she took the bangs. And I said, I don't think they needed very much cut off. She said, well, let me show you how to do bangs. She took them, she brought them together from both sides like that. And then she cut down here. And when your hair goes, you know, back, because of the length, it works out okay that they're all, it's straight across rather than, you know, up and down. So that was a trick that she said about bangs. But I'm past the bangs stage, and now I can put my hair into a ponytail. so man bun, I like that. Yeah.
Man bun.
Chuck tried to grow his hair long when we were hippies at Humboldt State, because everybody was growing their hair long, and his hair just stuck out. So
It
thick.
was one big ball.
Yeah.
Lucky guy.
That was awful.
It wouldn't grow down. It just big ball.
Ow.
That when you
Afros
started
were
playing
popular.
reggae on your guitar?
Yeah.
Put one of those big old knit hats on there. Play
Right.
some reggae.
I'm a
This is an experiment I like to fool around with sometimes. This is a
Sure.
Shure microphone, but it's a USB microphone. So
Wow.
it's meant to be used for USB hooked into a computer.
Okay.
So it'd be
That
fun
is-
to experiment with it.
That is a terrific segue
Yeah.
because John also is going to tell you about his mic. But let me
Oh,
ask a
wait.
quick question about your mic, Chuck. You say it's a Shure Brothers. Is that a Shure? What is that number?
Beta 8558A.
58. Yeah. They've made so many different versions of that. I actually have one in New Jersey that I bought at an estate sale, and unfortunately, it doesn't work.
I'll show you.
But that's great.
Oh,
You say you'd
Oh,
like
I
to
like
try
that.
it?
Wow.
Chuck, would you guys like to sing a song here today?
Well,
no, he was.
it's a USB microphone. So
Yes, I
I was-
understand.
I was just trying to get it, see if it would work on the laptop.
It should.
But I don't know.
He's
I'll
got
tell
the
you what,
laptop.
John,
his
what do you got to tell Chuck about USB microphones?
And then I'll tell you about my microphone, or
All right.
Ron's microphone.
Well, so I just bought a Blue Yeti. If I, and if you can see how well, maybe that isn't. It's really big. It's very heavy. It's a USB microphone.
Looks like
Okay.
We're going to find out today if it's any better, if it's worth the investment or not. It seems to be working better. On this, it's just a matter of plugging it in. I'm sure yours is probably the same way.
Yeah.
Once I plug it in, I go to settings on my computer, and it comes up on there. I click on it, and basically, well, like this one, it has a volume control, a gain control,
Right.
a mute, and it also has I can set it on cardioid, omnidirectional, stereo, and one other setting. It's like back on both sides of the microphone receipts. Like if I was interviewing somebody on the other side of it. So it's got multiple settings on it. See how it works.
Yeah.
So how do you use that?
Pardon
What
me?
do you use it for?
for the
How do you
computer.
use it?
For
The
this.
computer.
To sing.
Singing.
I bought it because of this class, what we're doing. But I mean, it's a toy. It's one of those things
Yeah.
I can use it for other things.
Toy.
And I like to occasionally tinker with writing songs. So with this, I can record right into my computer. With
computer?
it. Mhm.
Oh.
Now, Jane, you also you held up a microphone.
Yeah.
You had the same thing?
No, I just use it. I have an amp in here. And I practice singing on a mic because you can really cheat a lot if you know how to use a microphone when you're singing. And I write a lot of the songs and do the arrangements, so I want to hear how it's going to sound. My voice is much better on a microphone than without it.
Yeah.
Well, Jane, is there any way that, this microphone you have plugged into a small amp?
Yeah, it's an amp.
Okay, that amp has probably a headphones output. You can take the
Probably.
headphones output and plug that into your computer's input. The sound card, either line in is usually the best, but you could also plug it into the mic input on your sound card.
You mean for recording onto your computer?
We can do it for that, but I'm saying you could use it right here on Zoom if you wish.
Oh.
I don't think that'll work.
He's-
I don't think that'll work. I guess going the wrong direction.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Chuck, you don't think it'll work for what reason?
Basically, when the headphone output of her amplifier is only going to come to her headphones, and it's not going to go any further than that.
I'm not following you. It's the same
Sound?
as taking, if you plug headphones in, yes, you'll hear them on the headphones. But if instead of headphones, you plug in a cable that is a 1/8 inch stereo on one side and a 1/8 inch stereo on the other side, you plug that into the headphone of the amp and the other end into the sound card, preferably line input. And then it'll take the place of whatever other mic you might have.
Okay, that might work. Yeah, that might.
Okay,
Well,
maybe
I
we
have
should talk
my-
about this offline.
Wait a minute, Jay, call, Brown will give you his phone
Yeah, if you
number.
want to, if you're interested,
My
did you want to
assignment for
try
the
it out
week-
right now? Did you want to try it out to Chuck?
Yeah.
If it's
Yeah,
just
wait,
a USB, all
Wait,
you-
one second. Let me just tell you about this one. Ron's mentor and very close friend used to work for Sher Brothers, and he gave Ron this.
Nice.
What was it? A long time ago.
long time ago.
Yeah. And,
Many years ago.
It's,
At least 50 years
it
ago.
says model 555WG. But so
Good.
he has it up here as a reminder of his friend.
Yeah, this was absolutely a professional quality
His
broadcast
friend
like
passed
this one.
away.
This
Wow.
is exactly what
10 years
Elvis
ago.
Presley had.
Yeah.
Exactly,
Yes.
that gold-plated mic.
That's amazing. It
So,
looks like something from Good Morning Vietnam. Or
yeah, it does. doesn't it?
But it hasn't done a thing for my voice.
Every time I look at it, I think of Mel. So
Yeah.
anyway, it's
Yeah.
a nice reminder. So anyway, so Chuck, are you going to do a song for us?
Well, actually, let me see.
Chuck with all of his spare time is ordering a bunch of stuff on Amazon.
Yeah,
Well,
of course.
not just-
What else is
What
there
else
to
he
do?
got to do? Yeah, What else would a guy do? Yeah.
Besides that and eat.
Aw.
Can I reverse this here?
I don't think so. I don't.
Oh.
That's an iPad.
Let me see if I can show you.
Oh,
Well, he's got it kind of pulled out because he's buying all these little things for his. Well, here's the front of the TV with the two big, huge speakers on either side.
Oh yeah, it's got to
Oh.
have the big speakers.
Yeah, and so now if you can figure out where to put all those cords.
That sounds familiar. Oh yes, Janie. Oh, this sounds so familiar.
New item here, and he's looking for other items to improve. He wants to get a clean sound.
right. Right. Does that sound familiar, John?
What?
Mhm.
A power regenerator. I don't know.
Means you
Anyway,
have clean music too.
yeah,
Very good.
that's
You know, one of the hardest things about cleaning houses is picking up all the boxes and junk from Amazon orders.
gotta clear them out of the entry.
Well, what about that? Maybe all of you might comment on this. When you get any kind of deliveries, whether it be, how about just your everyday mail or packages
yeah.
that are coming? What are you guys?
They're in quarantine.
Honey, what do you do with your mail that comes every day? You just got
They
your
go to quarantine.
You have the Purell right next to you. I rip in the garage everything out of there and dump all the insides out. Then I Purell myself. After I've thrown all the envelopes away, and then I take all my important mail. Most of it goes in the garbage upstairs, and then I Purell again, and then I let everything set for a couple of days.
Yeah.
Ah,
That's it.
right.
Unless it's perishable, then you can wash the outside of the bags, whatever they're in. But if they're not perishable, I just leave them in the bags in the garage for 2 or 3 days.
Right. Yeah.
Connie, is that what you do?
I put them under a rock out in the sun.
Ah,
They say that's good.
The sun is good.
The sun is good.
ultraviolet. You
Oh,
bet.
yeah, we have to do that.
Yeah. Well, what Jane described is virtually identical to what we do.
Yeah, John?
John?
Well, I read several weeks ago, this one doctor, that he was addressing that question, and he kind of was going more about keeping your mental health through this. But he said, as far as mail, they said there's been no reports of anybody catching this through mail or anything like that. They said the packages on your, the Amazon and stuff like that, if you're really going to worry about it, take everything out in the garage, leave the other stuff in the garage to sit for a couple of days, which is what I've been doing, and then throw it away. The mail was, I started from the beginning to wipe the mail off, and I'm not dirty, but I'm not a germaphobe. I am now, but I started wiping the mail off. It was this, I think it was the city bill or PG&E bill that has a return envelope in it. When I wiped the mail off and took the bill out, the inside envelope has sealed itself shut. Okay, I'm not doing this. So the doctor, I mean, I honestly, I put a lot of stock in that. If you're going to drive yourself crazy with this, that you shouldn't. And so, but I have, like I said, the stuff on that Amazon brings and everything, I just try to usually open it. And then, like he said, so just another things I've read said, handle it, but then just wash your hands afterwards.
Right.
Set it on the counter, wipe down the counter afterwards.
When you're dealing with it, and you're opening it up and whatnot, then wash your hands. In the meantime, keep your hands off your face. That's the main.
Yeah, talk about paranoid. When I've gone to Rayleigh's about twice in 2 months that I've been into this house.
I was going to tell them exactly what your garb is, but
what I wear. Yeah, it's been getting more crowded and more crowded. The more people are going now. At first, I was the only one in the store last month, but this month it was pretty busy. And I put on, I have gloves, I have a mask, I have an N95 mask, but I have the other kinds. Joanne made me some masks that are color coded. And I have the surgery, if you go to surgery, how the doctors put all these covers on their shoes, I have those. But we were taught clean techniques, so I go to great lengths. I'll come back out to the car, get everything loaded in the trunk, or have them do it. Then I take these shoe covers off inside out, so I'm not touching the outside, and put them inside out and throw them on the floor, and then toss them when I get home. I take the gloves off inside out when I get in my car. I'm not taking those gloves I had in on Rayleigh's into my car, except for the garbage.
Needless to say, she won't let me in her house because I'm contaminated.
I just tested last week negative on the antibodies, so apparently it's working.
There you go.
But I'll tell you guys, I've been using so much Purell and Clorox wipes that now when I pee, I clean the toilet bowl.
There you go. Multitasking.
Jeannie, what was the question?
I was just going to say, where did you get tested?
At Quest, just here, I called my doctor and told him I wanted one, and he sent it over on the computer, and I got it the next day, and I got the results the next day after that.
Okay, because my sister-in-law wants to get tested. She said her Gould, and I don't know, she's not getting it.
I don't know, maybe because we're nurses, we know what to say.
Hey,
She has a very cooperative doctor, because most doctors will not, unless you have symptoms.
Yeah, I didn't press her in either. I just said
symptoms, they won't test you. Not now. Maybe someday, but not now.
But that tells me a lot, because I got an 85% chance because the test is not completely good. None of these tests are perfect. 85% of the chance that all those people I was sitting next to in ukulele in our group, we probably none of us haven't been exposed to it. Or I would have. Yeah. Because we're sitting like side by side, 50 people in one little senior center room for every single Tuesday. Yeah.
Logical.
Right.
One
So
thing
the tests are really important.
Yeah. I agree. Okay.
One thing that's important to cleaning your hands is good to put soap on your hands first before you touch any faucet handles.
Oh.
And then when you touch the hand, you got soap on the hand.
I take a Purell and put it all over my.
Good idea.
We don't have any.
We don't have the kind that you turn. We have the kind that I can use my
One
elbow.
lever, and so I use the elbow.
If you run out of Purell, just use alcohol. It's more than 65% or something.
Can't find it.
Connie, did you ever,
I just
ever
ordered
find any?
Walgreens.
I just ordered some on Amazon today. Elbow.
Has anyone got toilet paper recently?
I ordered it from Costco
2 weeks ago.
at least, well, 2 weeks ago, and I haven't got it yet.
My son went out to Alberta, and he's a good hunter-gatherer. He found it out in the countryside.
I went on Costco, and they don't even say I can get it on their online.
Dollar General in Denair has some.
Yeah, and I was at Walmart.
Theirs is terrible.
Wait, was that again, Pat?
If you're desperate, yeah.
If you're looking for quality.
Last time I bought some was at Dollar General, and they seem to be getting it in quite often if you go in the morning.
Okay. Early bird gets the worm. John, could you play a song for us?
Sure. Yes.
Is it the new phone?
With the new microphone, yes. And Kathy's going to play along also. Ron, when I ran my test today, like I always do, it seemed louder than it did yesterday. Right now, does the volume seem at this level?
It's very good.
Real good.
Oh yeah, it's right. It's right
All
on.
right. Okay. So
Do you want us to unmute or mute everybody?
no, honestly, it's fine with me. And I don't care if you hoop and holler or something. It's not a hoop and holler and song necessarily, but hey. So I was talking to Ron a week or so ago, and I happened to mention about these things that I tried to mess with recording. And he said, "Oh, you try to write songs?" I said, "Yeah." So he told me he wanted me to sing one eventually. So this is one I wrote. It probably took me 5 years to write this song, and I finished it because I had so much time with the pandemic. So
Yeah.
So it's kind of a song about things that have happened to me or things I've witnessed, more or less. But are you ready, Kathy?
Yep.
1, 2, 3, 4. Ask me a question, I'll sing you a song. The lyrics have the answer, even they are wrong. So many events I have lived in this life, written in the lyrics, they cut like a knife. I write the words, nobody cares. I sing the songs, nobody hears. Ask me a question, I'll sing you a song. If you like my answer, then we can't be wrong. Ask me a question, I'll sing you a song. Songs about good times, songs that are blue. Some bring me down, but they all make me strong. I write the words, nobody cares. I sing the songs, nobody hears. Ask me a question, I'll sing you a song. I play them and sing them all the day long. I learn them all on the radio. Songs of God and women and the rodeo. That's it.
Okay, there we are.
But that was great. Thank you.
You're
Thank
welcome.
you.
Wonderful.
You always have a song.
Okay, if you're looking for an
Your head?
agent, John, I'm available. If you're
Pardon me?
looking for an agent,
Oh.
I'm available.
An agent.
Sounds good.
You
Wow.
are the agent.
Amazing. That was great.
Thank
That
you.
is very.
Yeah, yeah, thank you. That
Love the
was-
harmonizing in there too, Kathy. That was beautiful.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Kathy just learned this today, by the way.
Wow.
Yes.
Up.
Quick learner.
Yes.
That's what bangs will do for you.
Yeah.
Very
Yep.
nice. Well, did you want to do any other songs for us?
Right.
John?
Or
Or anybody?
anybody want to do
Anybody
a song?
speak up that might like to?
Okay, let me try that.
Okay.
Are you gonna sing, Chuck?
Yeah, well, my,
Oh,
Hold on.
Ron, I'm gonna try to come in on our laptop.
All right.
Uh,
Okay.
We'll see.
So let me get.
Gallery view
Yeah,
right
hold
now?
on. Yeah, no, hold on.
that's where the microphone's hooked up to.
And who's that lovely couple behind you?
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
these are our daughters,
Oh,
Ah,
wedding.
sweet.
Pretty.
Very pretty.
Okay, let's see now. Do you have, I don't know, we've never done it.
what are we supposed to do?
You have to password on this.
Okay.
You know what the Zoom password is?
I don't know. I'll give it a try.
Everybody else just keep talking.
No, she was asking about the Zoom password.
No,
Oh,
I mean.
no, don't worry about it. You don't need it.
you
You
don't.
won't need it. I found a way around it.
I mean his personal password.
Oh.
He doesn't have like an icon
Mhm.
to get into on the laptop or on the iPad and the phone. It's automatic kind of. You don't have to put in a password to get into Zoom. We tried this once, I think, on a Thursday. We'll see. Nope.
Hmm. Well, yeah,
Why don't you work on this, or I can?
okay.
Yeah, I will. Well, we'll try this another time.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, yeah.
Would you want to do an open mic on Thursday?
Oh, I guess so.
Only if you'd like to.
If we get this figured out.
Okay. Well, I'll tell you what.
Let us know.
All you have to do on Thursday is just either say yes or no. No problems, no pressure.
Okay.
If you want to do it, that's terrific. If not, that'd be fine.
Okay.
So let me go back.
Can you go back to
Hold
the
on.
there
Yes, gallery. view.
gallery? There
There
we
we
go.
go.
There we go. Yeah.
Okie dokie. Was there anybody
okay.
else? Connie, I haven't heard you sing since the last gig. And that's like, what, a year ago or something, since Betty and I were able to be at one? Would you feel comfortable leading us in a song?
Not a bit.
Okay, that's
Okay,
fine.
that's
That's fine. No problem. Okay, so we're
I know what you're saying because Betty asked me
yeah,
earlier today
We have
before
a
we started. She
song.
said, hey,
Maybe we should play our
maybe
song."
we should do one. And I went, nope. So I hear you.
That's all right.
Okay, well,
So we're all
does
going.
anybody have
bonkers.
anything they'd like to talk about?
Anything?
Because otherwise we're kind of winding down here.
I have a joke.
Okay, go for it.
Well, it's kind of a joke. It was because you were talking about the coronavirus jokes and stuff. And I thought about this joke then. It's not a joke, it's a song line. Because that's what my song was about, is this kind of things. Willie Nelson has a song that is relatively new for Willie. And the song is about songwriters. And it's actually a very good song. But one of the lines in the song is, I told my mom I'm a songwriter. And she said, no, it said, I told my mom I'm a drug dealer. And she said, thank God you're not a songwriter. And one more thing if I can. There's a thing, and it's Play for Change. It's on YouTube. my brother sent me a video yesterday, and it's somebody's organizing these groups and they're recording all over the world, one song at a time. And somebody's mixing this and putting it all together. Some famous people, a lot of people that we've never heard of. The one I first heard was The Wait.
Yeah, if he sees
Which is what we do in jam sometimes, The Wait by the band.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
That's the best one that's on there, but there's a whole bunch of other ones on there. They do Stand By Me, they do some Bob Marley stuff. A lot of the same people, some different people, just for pure entertainment. So what I said, play for change, and then we'll list all these songs, just extremely street, a lot of street musicians.
Is that on
On
YouTube?
YouTube, yeah.
Okay,
Very entertaining, to say the least.
I'll look for it.
Play for Change on YouTube.
Yeah.
Good.
So,
Okay.
There are some ukuleles.
let me have, if you can get,
Okay.
Very cool.
Okay. So,
All right.
are we going bonkers yet?
I know that we're all going bonkers with this stay-at-home stuff.
Ron?
And, yes.
Ron, I think Chuck's trying to get in. Let's see if we can get in with our laptop.
Oh, you're absolutely right.
Yeah.
Are you on there? Oh, wait. Oh,
There
so
you
you're-
are.
You're there twice.
You made it.
Right. Okay. That's okay.
Continue.
Well, one is their laptop, and the other is what?
One's an iPad. Yeah.
An iPad. Mhm.
Right.
Is the laptop hard to get going?
Well, it's a little bit tricky. You have to put in a password, but I guess once you know
I
it,
just
it's not hard.
put my password in.
Yeah.
I've never used the laptop for Zoom.
Okay.
I'm looking at it. Oh.
Mostly, I wanted to kind of check out this microphone a little bit.
Good.
Use it.
Yeah.
Get your detail.
And see if it works. So you can sit on the microphone.
Okay.
And
So,
the neat thing is you'll be able to, Ron will archive this and you'll be able to hear it.
Yeah.
No.
You'll be able to hear yourself
So you
later.
can-
Later.
Later,
After
not
it's,
right
after
now,
it's,
but later,
after
yeah.
it's archived.
Yeah, right. Just hold it here. Okay.
okay. Yeah. So I'm not sure I should actually try to do this song, but I just want to fool around with the microphone a little bit. Now, so we should turn that one off.
I don't know. I guess.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll leave.
Well, I'll tell you what. No, it's even not necessary because I'm going to mute everybody else.
Okay. Okay. Don't worry about it then, Chuck.
Except, okay. Okay. Join audio.
Well, I
It
guess.
says join audio.
Yeah.
Join with the computer audio. Join with microphone. Okay. This is picking up that. Turn that. Okay. 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 Hold this.
Put that right there. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
So now, is the microphone working? Just turn that thing off.
Okay. Here. Hold it.
Yes, but I would recommend the microphone.
Here. All right. I got it. Okay. It's off. It's
Okay.
off.
Chuck, I would recommend the microphone.
Okay. Now we have
not
now we
too
have
close
this
to the-
microphone. Is it working?
Yes.
This microphone is not working, I guess.
No, it is.
It's okay.
It's okay.
Not with the volume. Maybe this is an experiment. Okay. So,
Wait a minute, now you're not. Got it back to
I guess I can't hear anything from my
Okay.
computer.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
And can you hear anything from the microphone?
Yes.
You can.
Yes.
Okay. I guess I'm not hearing anything myself, but it doesn't matter, I guess. So we'll just give it an experiment. A voice down inside whispered thoughts of despair. I died tomorrow, would anyone care? Sin had me trapped by things I would do. Couldn't break free, Lord, till I met you. What? Is it working? Okay. Okay, I don't know. We can't hear it, but that's all right. Now I'm glad I'm alive. It's good to be me. The difference is you, Lord, your love for me. I didn't know who I was. I was sad and alone. Home with my family. I wasn't at home. When we first met, I told the things that I'd done. I felt your presence, our love was begun. As I thought about my sins, you knew them all. You said I washed them at Calvary, where my blood did fall. Now I'm glad I'm alive. It's good to be me. Difference is you, Lord, your love for. Anyway, it goes on a little bit, but
Good.
Good, it was good. Yay.
I'll finish it another time.
Good job, Chuck.
We can't hear you.
I'm not sure why we can't hear anything.
All right, now we're at our,
Very nice.
when I
Very
unmute all, it's everybody except us.
nice. That was cool.
That was very, very nice.
You know, it was a nice balance.
I don't think he hears us.
Oh yeah, you're right. He doesn't. He doesn't hear us.
Okay, but what happened to the other one? When they shut it down, that's
Yeah.
why.
Yeah.
Oh my,
It
Yeah.
says that he's unmuted.
that's not the issue. It's his
He turned it.
it's his
Oh,
speakers. He's not getting his speakers connected.
okay.
Yeah,
You have a password.
connected. Yeah.
No, there's no
For
password.
some reason,
We don't have-
the speakers
we don't
aren't
have a
connected.
Wait, is it now connected? Can you hear us? Can you hear us now?
No, they're not hearing us.
Okay. Well,
Well, that was
okay.
neat.
That
Hey,
was-
John, did you notice it was actually a pretty darn good balance between
Yes.
the guitar and the voice? But one difference is it was just him. In other words,
Yes.
there wasn't also Jeannie trying to join in and try to
Like
balance
Kathy does.
all of those four things.
Right.
The
Two
two voices and the
and
two instruments. That's where the challenge is at.
Yeah. No, the quality of sound was very good.
Yes,
Yeah,
it was.
it was very
It was
nice.
very nice.
Very nice quality.
Yeah.
Um,
Okay. So, well,
Okay, well, I don't know if
sorry if
I
they
don't
can't
know if
hear
Chuck
us.
and Jeannie are ever going to get their
So-
speakers working.
But remember, I think we're in the final stretch here.
Yeah.
Time to start making dinner. And, remember, social distancing does not have to mean social isolation. I think we all have a free Zoom account, and you should go ahead and host a get-together with your family or circle of friends. It's fun, and you're learning.
So you can hear us, but we can't hear you.
Exactly right. Okay, it's fun, and you'll learn something new, and that is good.
Did the microphone work okay?
Yes,
Really good.
yeah.
Really good.
Very good.
Yeah. So anyway, so it's good to keep the brain from deteriorating, or so they say. So join us again on Thursday at 10. And don't
Yeah.
forget, Oop Jam's next Saturday. And remember to click on leave the meeting. And thank you for
Speaker
coming.
Yeah, it was so great to see all of you. But before you go, Chuck and Jeannie, I just want to mention, you're not hearing me. Hello, forget it.
Well, say it so they can hear it later.
Sign language.
Yeah,
Sign language.
it's down at the bottom over there. It's where
Oh,
it
what?
says mute. How do I tell them that? The problem is that he has to go in and do audio settings,
I think we should just wave goodbye.
select the speaker. Which is the speaker? That's the issue he's having.
Okay. Well,
Okay, so this was very, very nice to see you all.
thank you.
And
Thank you.
You.
I hope you all have a great Sunday evening, a good week, and we look forward to seeing you on Thursday at 10 a.m. Don't forget, next week, after our Thursday meeting, Saturday is going to be Oop Jams next week.
So we won't meet next Sunday.
Yeah, right, that's right. There won't be another social get-together next Sunday. No, okay. That's it.
Thanks again for all your work, you guys.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thanks
Appreciate it.
for all your good
Bye,
advice.
Jane.
You guys make it fun, believe me.
Yeah.
You being here makes it really a lot of fun.
Thanks, John and Chuck.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Going in with the laptop.
I mean, the
I mean, the
iPad.
iPad.
Bye.
Guys, all stay healthy. We'll see you Thursday, hopefully.
Amen.
Yeah, you bet.
Good.
Bye.
Take care.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye, everybody. Adios.
Bye.